All right, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farm's YouTube channel. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Vince, and welcome to the channel. If you're looking for beekeeping videos, this is the place to come. So tell all your friends and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, this is another one of the videos that I have to redo an explanation-wise, because you heard me talk about how my computer crashed. If you've seen that video a little while ago, how my computer crashed and I lost a bunch of videos, this is the one. Okay, so what I did here is I have so many people that are asking for comb honey. And I always say no, no, no. And I got to thinking about it one day over the winter, and I keep thinking I wanted to make comb honey. So I thought, how can I do this to where it'll come out really nice and look really professional and really, it'll just come out really nice. So this is going to be an experiment I'm going to try here. Instead of putting just an empty frame on and trying to cut it out, what I built here is I built two different frames for comb honey, and all these are is regular super frames, but you can see I put spacers in between. Now these spacers are set, one's a little bit bigger than the other. My plan is wrong jar. These spacers are set for a certain size. So now these spacers are set. I'm going to put my comb honey in wide mouth jars. So I've got these spacers set to where these are brand new jars. I've got them set to where, and there's a little, let me back up. I put the spacers in. I got little starter strips up here so the bees can draw the comb down. My plan, hopefully I'm going to go out there and tell them to do this when I put this out here. Girls, this is what I want you to do. They're going to, a little starter strip, they're going to draw the comb straight down, hopefully, inside each one of these. Well, that frame, and I've got it measured just right to where if I take a knife, if they do what I tell them to do and cut this comb out, that will slide right into a wide mouth jar. These are just regular mason jars. They're brand new, obviously, because I'm going to sell them this way. So that frame, that comb is designed, this frame is designed so when I cut this out with a knife, that comb will slide right into that jar perfectly. I actually have templates that I made. I got the dimensions all written down. So that piece of comb, if they do it right, is supposed to come out about that size. That will slide, that will set right inside that jar, just like that. Put the lid on, so somebody will have a full piece of comb, and then I'll fill the rest with honey. Put my label on here, that'll look really, really sharp. That'll be a really pretty thing to look at. And I've got all kinds of people wanting comb honey. So, like this dimension here is 2 5/8 wide by 4.5 inches deep. But if you decide to do this, just take your own measurements, don't go by mine. I just took a little piece of index card and I cut it to the right size, and that slides right in. So then when I built these frames, I use this card as like a guide, and I've got it a little bit wider than this card so I could take a knife and cut that out, and that should fit. I pull it out really nice and carefully, set it down inside the jar, fill it with honey, and we're good to go, right? Sounds pretty easy. Hopefully it works. So I only built, what did I build? I built 5, 10, 15. I built 3 small ones. Now, the next size frame, and you could, if you look at the difference here, this frame has got a board right here to stop, to make it only go so far. This frame is built for a large wide mouth jar. So the same thing here. If they do it the way they're supposed to do it, when that piece of comb comes out of there, that'll fit perfect inside that jar. And I've got another template here that I took out, I just made an index card. And that should slide right inside there and sit right down inside. It just comes right to the rim of this jar, fill the rest with honey. So everybody will get, obviously, a full jar of honey, excuse me, also, and a piece of comb honey, which hopefully is a good 3/4 or an inch thick. That's all there is to it. Now the bees just have to cooperate, right? They got to do what they're supposed to do. So like I said, when I go out there, I'm like, girls, this is what I want you to do. So I built 3 of these for a deep jar. Real easy here again, just all these are is regular Honey Super frames, but I just tweaked them and I put these spacers in. They're glued and nailed, and they should work. And you can see I got a piece of wood right here because obviously I can't, if I let it go too far, it'd be way too wide. So there's 5 spaces on each frame. Same thing with the small jar. The small one, I put a spacer right here too. So I've got 3 what are they, half pints? Is that what the small jar is? Yeah, the small jar is small jar is a pint, right? And the top jar is a quart. So whichever people want, like I said, so I got 3 large, 3 small. So I got a total, I can make 30 jars of this stuff. And whichever one sells the best is what I'll keep making. And I only wanted to make 3 and 3, just see how that goes this year. And we'll see how it goes, how the harvest is in August, and we'll go from there. If I got a whole bunch of it, I can't even keep it on the shelf. I'll obviously make more of these over the winter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to space these out too. I'm going to put, depending on how many hives I got out there making honey, I'm going to space these out, maybe 2, 1 in each super, 2 in each super, whatever. I don't know yet. You can't, like I always say, you can't say this is what I'm going to do, because then when you go out there to do it, the bees change your mind. So I'll have a total of 30. I'm sorry, yeah, 30 is what I said. I'll have 15 large, 15 small. I went and bought brand new mason jars. Obviously, the people get to keep them. If they want to give them back to me, and I have people give me jars back too. They'll give me like 1 pound bottle jars of their bear, and I just take a magic marker and I write their name on the label or on the lid, and then they give me the jar back. So for the following year, I can just refill it, which is nice of them. It saves me money. If they want to give me the jars back, that'd be great, and I can just refill them again for the following year. I'm sure most people will probably do that. It'll save me the cost on jars too. So obviously this will cost a little bit more money to sell this because you got the cost of the jar. You could buy these jars. Where is it? Well, I'm sure if you go to the store and look at the canning section, you can see jars. And they actually have them out now. It's early still. You could buy a case of 3, 6, 9, 12. I think there's 12 jars in a case. So I've got 2 cases. Yeah, they come 12 in a case. So obviously I've got 15 of these. But if I wind up making 15 total of each frame, I'll just go get some more jars. But I bought the jars just so I had them, so I could do my exact measurements of these things. Like I said, I did this over the winter, and I lost the video. So anyways, comb honey. I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm really excited to see how my girls draw these out. I've never done this before, so this will be the first time. So obviously we will do an update when it comes harvest time. But if you want to give this a try, it's really, really simple. Like I say, you just take your super frame, your regular frames, your small frames, measure them out, put yourself a little piece. I glued the little piece of wood for starter strips in here, and that should work. So anyways, any questions or comments about this, please leave them below. Let me know in the comments also if you built these things yourself. This just popped into my head one day, and then let's give it a try. So let me know below if you guys have done this before, how you do it. So anyway, subscribe to the channel. Hit the little subscribe button right there. When you do subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up are always welcome. Share the video, tell all your friends and family, and I will see you guys in the next video soon. All right, bye.